Hey everyone, welcome back to my playthrough of Kingdom Death Simulator. This is the Lux Settlement Lantern Year 1 showdown with the White Lion level 1. So last time I mentioned that the KD simulator can automate the setup of the showdown. As you can see, the requirements would be to have 1 tall grass, 2 random terrains, a White Lion in the center, and order minis survivors 6 spaces away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, the specific rules on the terrain. We have 1 tall grass and 2 random terrain. Tall grass being set up at least 4 spaces away from each other, which they are. Bug patch adjacent to the monster, and a campus at least 6 spaces away from all other, which they are. So as you can see, the automation seems to be working fine. So, thanks to them for being able to script that all out. Next thing to talk about is the introduction. So, Showdown White Lion. There once was a beast that wanted to feel how soft its fur was. Since it could not reach its own back, it killed many other creatures and spent time rubbing its paws over them. They say that when the monster finally killed a human, it fell in love with their soft hair and its paws grew into a pair of fine human hands. There you go. There's the White Lion sleeping under what appears to be the nightmare tree, maybe? And there's I don't know what that is. Is that a crab spider on the corner of the map? Looking at the survivor. Looks like Alistair, but I'm not sure. Anyway. Anything else I need to note? This is a level 1 monster. So it has 7 basic and 3 advance, 6 movement and 8 toughness. And the monsters always go first during the showdown phase. Okay, so normally you would also set up, the AI deck and the hit location deck based on the criteria. So you would pull out 7 random basics and 3 advanced from its overall deck of cards and then shuffle them all together to form the AI deck, which is also, its life stack. But the automation would have done it for me, so let's just check. Hold F1. Yep, 10 cards. So it's looking right. I'm not sure if it's right, but let's hope it is. And we're ready to begin. So as I've mentioned before, I'm not going to be using the monster controller tile this playthrough. So round 1, the monster draws. Chomp. Closest knockdown survivor in range. Nobody is knocked down. Closest survivor in range. That is anybody, since equidistance. So this is a 1 speed, 2+, 1 damage. Oh, sorry, I said chomp, but it's grasp. With an after damage causing the White Lion to grab the target and move them all away from all the other survivors. Or other threats, actually. So thankfully it's only 1 speed, so we should be able to dodge this, hopefully. This is hard, because Bright is the one with the sword. Lumine, sorry, I think, who was it? Yes. Alistair is the one with the bone darts, and these two are regulars. So I think I actually kind of want to move it towards Bright, because he has the most armor, and Alistair should be able to hit him still, I think. So we're gonna go with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So 1 speed, hitting on 2+, actually a 3+ because of the rawhide vest, giving us 1 evasion since we have this affinity cleared out. So hitting on 3+. And of course, first roll lands a 10. So not good. It's going to be 1 hit to the hands, which is fine. I kind of want to dodge this. I don't know if it's a good idea. I only have 1 survival, but I really don't want to move, so I'm gonna dodge it. And we're at 0. Should also note that we also have the encourage ability now. Is that automatically filled out? It is not. Maybe I should take that. Hopefully they have some automation for being able to use survival actions in the future and tracking them, because I think that would be really cool. The rule for survival actions is you can use each survival action once per survivor per round. Per round means the monster's turn and the survivor's turn share the same once per round. Okay, so there's a dodge, no hit, and it's over to survivor's turn 1. So Alistair can hit with the bone darts. I don't know if I went over this, but it's a slow weapon, 1 speed, 7 free. Accuracy kind of bad, high strength, range 6, and it's frail. So range 6 means I can hit from up to 6 spaces away, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yes, I can reach there. Alistair will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll take Alistair's act. Okay, so we're hitting on 7 plus with 1 speed. Okay, that's a miss. That is fine. Next one, get Bright to get into the blind spot. He will be attacking with his Bone Blade. So 2 dice. Hitting on 5 plus from the blind spot. Double miss, so not good. I didn't go over the terrain, so maybe we should look at that. So we have a tall grass where survivors in the grass gain 2 evasion, so I should be trying to tank from the grass when possible. You can also spend an activation to, if I'm standing on the, so with terrain you can interact with them if you are standing on them or adjacent to them. But the tall grass specifically says you need to be standing on a space occupied by the tall grass. So if I am, and I spend an activation, I can remove the priority target token, and I am no longer a threat until I attack or move out of the tall grass. Next we have a bug patch, which we can activate to scavenge on it. You get a bonus if you have a scavenger kit, which I do not on any of my survivors. And the things you can get are either brain damage, basic resource, or a vermin. At Campus Plants, you can roll a d10. If you have a sickle, you get a bonus. On a 1 to 2, you get an arm damage, and 5-7 survival if you can consume, and on 8+, you get a fresh Acanthus. So I'm gonna try and get closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll go here. 2, 4, 5. Sorry, 5. And then with Urza, I'm gonna try and grab this. So we're gonna go bug patch, rolling. 2. You catch nothing. So notice that it doesn't say to archive it, which means I can, try again next turn. So that's the end of the survivors round. Turn 1. Now we're going to round 2 with the White Lions turn 2. Okay, power spot. Closest threat facing in range, no one. Closest threat in field of view. So the blind spot is not a field of view. So the closest threat would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would be Lumine in this case. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Face. So this one does 2 damage. It's still a 1 speed card, so I'm gonna roll. A 1. Lucky. That's good, because 2 damage is something that is probably lethal. I don't want to take that, so we ignore the after damage, and it's time for survivors turn 2. Okay, how are we gonna play this out? I think we'll start with Bright. We're gonna be rolling with the Bone Blade, hitting on 5+, 2 speed. And those are 2 hits, great. So pressing 2 on the deck. 1, 2. With the Beast's Brow. On a wound, I'm gonna suffer brain damage and a basic action. And the Beast's Rib, which is a safe spot, which would give me survival if I had understanding, but I don't. So we're gonna go with this first. I have 2 strength, and the White Lion has a toughness of 8. So normally I would need to roll an 8+, but because I have 2 strength, I need to roll a 6+. So, come on. Hell yeah, brother. So that's a 10, which is a critical wound. Force of the blow breaks the white line's ribs, weakening it. The white line gains -1 toughness. That's actually kind of huge because, you know, my weapons are pretty bad. Sorry, I flipped that, but, you know, we didn't see it, so it's fine. That's 1 wound. Cancel the reaction and deal the critical, which is -1 toughness. Huge. Okay. I would have liked to crit this one though, so I didn't have to deal with the basic action, but here we go. 3 is not enough, I believe. I need a 6 plus. 5 plus technically, because it has -1 toughness. So, you know, maybe it's a good thing. I don't have to do the reaction because I failed to wound. Okay, that's Bright's act over. I'm gonna spend Urza's act trying to grab this again. An 8. Gain 1 random vermin resource and archive this terrain. So archive means to send it back to the box. Grab a random vermin. Wish was easier to read this. What the? I can't see it. Innovations, universal cards. What, was it not in here? Oh, it's so thin because the vermin deck is pretty small. I'm gonna place it here, shuffle, and draw 1. Crab Spider for Urza. Yep. So Crab Spider. It's a hide, a vermin, and a consumable. You can consume to archive this and gain +3 survival. Cool. And then I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm probably gonna head that way towards the campus man. Okay, Alistair hasn't gone. 1, 2. Can I hit from here? 2, 4, 6, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yep, so I can hit from here. So I will stand here and shoot off another bone dart, hitting on 7 plus, I believe. Ah, damn, another miss. Well, I mean, it's to be expected, right? 40% chance of hitting. And last but not least is Lumine. Can she make that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, possible to make it to the canvas, so I would like to scavenge that. So we're looking for a 8 plus. A 5, you find something tasty and consume it. If you do, gain +1 survival and archive this terrain. So we're gonna archive. Our survival limit's 3 now, so Lumine will go to 2. Cool. Right, it's nice that we have a lot of 1 speed cards in the deck, in the wound stack, because we can just flat out dodge them. Okay, that's the end of the survivor's turn 2, and we're going into round 3. White Lion, turn 3. Draw AI. Smart Cat. Reveal the top 10 AI 1 card at a time. Put the first 2 moods revealed into play, then shuffle the deck. Okay. So 1, 2, oh god, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's just that one. So the rest get shuffled. If no mood cards are put into play as a result of Smart Cat, draw AI, archive Smart Cat. So archive means we send it back to the box. So technically -1 life for it. And when this comes into play, draw AI. Okay. So while this is enraged is in play, White Lion gains 1 damage from monster level, which is 1 damage. Damage. And it goes away when the survivor suffers any dismembered, severe injury, or is killed. Okay. So that's some damage, which is really bad. Combo Claw. Closest threat facing in range, no one. Closest threat in field of view would be Lumine. 2 speed, hitting on 4+. 1 damage. Technically 2 now. If it deals damage more than once, draw AI. Not good. It's gonna move down. Hitting on 4+. Oh, so like, if that was a free, I would have dodged the other one, but unfortunately, there's no point now. If this attack deals damage more than once, so if it only does damage once, then I don't draw AI. Okay, so I will dodge one actually. Let me. What the hit location dice at? Oh, why is all in here? Let me hold shift click to grab multiple. Don't know why they're in the box. I'm gonna hold shift and press 2 to grab 2, and then I'm gonna roll. These are doing 2 damage apiece to the body and the waist of Lumine. Body is a definite dodge. We have to take the waist, so Dura, light. Body will spend a survival to dodge. Okay, great. So since it dealt damage only once, I don't have to draw AI. Sorry about that. Was just getting a drink of water. Okay. So the damage was dealt. Combo Claw was done. We don't do an extra, so now we're going to turn 3 survivors. Oh man, I gotta get someone else to tank at some point. She's kind of fine for now, but we'll go with Bright again into the blind spot. Rolling 2 dice with the Bone Blade, hitting on 5+ from the blind spot. 2 hits, double 9s. So we're drawing 2, flip, 1 and 2. Okay, we got a failure, Beast's back, and a Beast's femur. So on a failure for the Beast's back, it's going to move forward. So we'll go with the safe location first, the Beast's femur. Okay, so let's roll. Hitting on a 6+, but it has -1 toughness, so 5+. Oh my god, who is this guy? Alright. Okay, my boy Bright is going crazy. So another critical wound. You bruise the white lion's femur, crippling its graceful movement. The white lion gains -1 movement token. Gain 1 white lion resource. Okay. So we deal a wound. Is that right? 2 cards. Yeah, that's right. And then it gets -1 movement. So it now has a movement of 5. And a random white lion resource. Sorry, I should pull this out next time before I start. But yep. So random white lion resource, let's shuffle the deck. Draw 1. Another white fur. So that will be for Bright. Okay. Next up, we have the Beast's back, wounding on a 5+. Nice. Okay, we have good odds, so we have a 60% of wounding, which is great. Another wound on the Beast's back. Okay, so that was Bright's act. I think we'll move with Lumine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to try and get to the grass just for tanking purposes. I know that the white lion always likes, not always, but usually likes to attack from its facing. I also want to get out of the way in case it runs forward, so now Alistair will 2, 4, 6. Oh crap, it's out of range now. I'll have to step out of the grass. I'll move Lumine here actually, and then I'll get Alistair to step out. 2, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So hitting on 7+, you gotta hit once, buddy. Okay, there we go, a 9. Drawing 1 hit location. Strange Hand. On a failure, it will be a basic action. So we're hitting with the Bone Darts, which has a 3+ strength. So wounding on 5, but it has -1 toughness, wounding on 4+. Okay, that's fine. So on a failure, instinctively striking back, the White Lion's oddly human hand darts forward. Form basic action targeting the attacker. So here we go. It has a movement of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it can just reach. I wish I could have stayed in the grass. 2 speed, hitting on 2+. And it's doing 2 damage. Oh, Lantern Tail. Okay, so that's 2 hits. Could be bad. 2 damage apiece. Ugh, to the head and the legs. Okay. To Alistair. I'm gonna have to dodge the head and take the legs. So that'll be a knockdown on Alistair. And Urza can go. She's gonna keep going for that. A campus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah. Let's move these out of the way. And that will be the end of the survivor's turn. So Alistair was knocked down on the survivor's turn, meaning he will stand at the end of the next turn. So he will stand at the end of the monster's turn. Okay. Okay, round 4. White Lion. Turn 4. Vicious Claw. Random survivor. Okay, that always throws, a big problem into the mix. Random survivor in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So everyone except for Urza. Do I have proxy cards? I would like to use them. So usually when you have to randomize, the game will tell you to do it in any way you want, but I like to use these proxy cards. Some people like to roll dice, but it's up to personal preference. So we'll go with 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, out of order. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll make a deck here. What's this not combining? Yeah. I have no idea why that is not combining. There we go. So everyone except for Urza, who is 1, so we'll take 1 out and then shuffle. So it's 3. Which is Alistair. So you can see that this one doesn't care about threat. Alistair's right there, so he's gonna go ahead and do 2, 2, 1, which is not good. 2, 2, 2 actually, because of the damage taken. Hitting on 2+, those are 2 hits, of course. And 1 to the waist, 1 to the head. Is this lethal? It is not, so we take 2 damage here, and I'm out of survival. Is that right? Yeah, they all had 1 survival. Okay. Looks like I have to take a head severe here. Okay, so just hope and pray, I guess. So rolling on the severe injury table. An 8 should be fine. So you should always note that head is the worst place to take a severe injury because you die on a 1 to 4 compared to the other severe injury locations where you would die on a 1 to 2. So I rolled an 8. A concussion. Your brain is scrambled like an egg. Gain a random disorder and a bleeding token. So bleeding token for Alistair. A random disorder. Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle. Draw one. Immortal, interesting. Okay, so you can use a ghost pen here to assign it. So I'm gonna put it back in here. So let's take a look. Immortal. You are immortal. You will live forever and cannot be killed. While you are insane, which is whenever you have 3+ insanity, convert all damage dealt to your hit locations to brain damage. You are so busy reveling in your own glory that you cannot spend survival while insane. Okay. So if I'm insane, I won't be able to spend survival, but then the damage I take gets converted to my brain. Okay. So Vicious Claw after damage is a bleed 1. So I do have to take a bleed 1. Take that. I'm on 2 bleeds now. That is the end of the white line turn. Okay, Alistair stands up. I think this is Survivor's turn 3 or 4, I'm not sure anymore. And what's the status? We have 6 more wounds to do. For sure, I think Alistair's gonna get back in the grass here. You know what, let's go with the questionable one first. We'll go with Rosa. She's gonna get this Acanthus. Foraging time. A 9. Cool. So we gain 1 fresh Acanthus strange resource. And archive the terrain. So a strange resource. They function similarly to, you know, just your basic resources. Yeah. This one you usually don't shuffle. Fresh Acanthus. Or Urza. So, it is a herb resource. You can archive it to fully heal 1 hit location, including injury levels and armor points. And this can be done at any time. So, keep that in mind. Okay. With that out of the way, I think I'm going to go with Alistair. Move him here. And I'm going to launch another Bone Dart. Okay. And 8 is a hit because Bone Darts will hit on 7+ if I'm not wrong. Yep. So 1 hit location. Nice. It is a reflex hit location, so good thing I was smart and moved out of his pathing. Okay, so full move the monster forward in a straight line well, it will happen regardless unless I critically wound. So I'm wounding on 5+ because of my free toughness, but it has -1 toughness, so it'll be a 4+. Okay, a 9, that is a wound. Very good. Shoot it straight in the tail. Deal a wound. 1 more. And reflex, it will move forward 5 spaces because of its -1 movement token. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna move right. Okay, so what do we have in here? We have random survivor, close threat, facing, in range, which is not in range, because threat facing in range, closest knockdown survivor. Okay, so unless it's Vicious Claw, I should be safe to put Lumine right here. And Bright's gonna try and catch up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. This is going nice. That'll be the end of the survivor's turn 3, and we're going into the monster turn 4. So round 4 begins. AI deck is empty, so we shuffle the deck. And draw. Grass, great. Closest knockdown survivor in range, no one. Closest survivor in range, which will be either Alistair or Lumine. We're going to target Lumine. So it's going to move into the tall grass. It's going to be a 1 speed attack hitting on 2+, but because I'm in the tall grass, I gain 2 evasion. So it's actually hitting on 4+. So 1 speed hitting on 4+, doing 2 damage because of the damage token. Okay, the grass didn't help me, but that's fine because that's where survival comes in, right? Let's roll the hit location first, just to see. Chest. The chest for Lumine is not good, so we're gonna dodge that. Okay, that'll be the end, I think. After damage doesn't resolve because there was no damage taken. Going into survivor turn 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't get into the blind spot with Bright. He might move forward, so I'm gonna move Lumine up here. And I'm gonna attack with Alistair first. So Alistair hits on a 7+ on the flank with the bone dart. Okay, just a miss. Should have went to the blind spot, but that's fine, I guess. I'll go here. Actually, you know what? How much survival does Bright have? Bright has 0 survival, so okay. Yeah, I'll go here. And I'm gonna be hitting with my bone blade, hitting on 6+. Oh, perfect hit. Not that matters at the moment. 1 hit to the beast's chest. Okay, so on a failure, I'll move forward. We're doing 2 strength, so 6+, but the -1 token means it's a 5+. Oh my god. Okay, that is unfortunate. Failure. Full move monster forward in a straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Ursa has a turn, so I guess she can come regroup with the party. 2, 4, 5. Okay. Got 16 cards left. Back to the next round. Round 5. Monster turn 5. Draw. Vicious Claw. Random survivor in range. Urza's not in range. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. It's just Urza that's not in range, so shuffle anyone but Urza. Flip. So 2. That's the mean. 1, 2. Should I put it here or here? I think here. Here might be better. Okay. So this is going to be 2 speed. Hitting on 4+ from the grass. Doing 2 damage. Oh my gosh. Not advantage. So this is going to be 2 hits. Doing 2 damage. Leg and arms. Is this going to be lethal? Lumine. Leg and arms. Legs is okay. Well, arms is okay as well. We're getting surprisingly lucky here. But it is a knockdown for Lumine on the monster's turn. So she'll be getting up at the end of the next survivor turn. So she won't be getting up. Okay. I feel like Bryce should get into the grass in that case. Yeah. I think I'll just drop the blind spot for now. because we're gonna need a secondary tank. Or Urza could do that though. You know what? I'll attack from the blind spot. So this is hitting on 5+ from the blind spot. Okay, blind spot didn't make a difference, but you know, you never know, so. 1 hit location. Oh damn, I should have went into the grass. Okay. So this is the first trap. Trap. Reshuffle the hit location. Okay, so the attacker is caught in the white lion's ruse and is savagely mauled. Attacker is doomed. Perform basic action, target the attacker. Doomed says you cannot spend survival until this card is resolved, but you know, I want to remind people of the trap rules because... Not the trap rules, but I want to remind people of the doomed rules because it's actually quite important to get right. So let's go back. Where would it be? Survival guide? It would be in the monsters guide for sure, somewhere here. Or in the showdown, actually. Yeah, it should be somewhere here. Sorry guys, it's kind of important to get this right. So this was updated in 1.6, so let's read the whole thing. When a trap is drawn from a hit location, oh, it's on the right side here. When a trap is drawn from a hit, resolve it immediately. If a monster is knocked down, when a trap is drawn, it will stand and resolve the trap. To resolve a trap, end all survivor's attacks and discard all unresolved hit locations. Then perform the actions on the trap card. This does not end the survivor's act, just the current attacks. While the trap is in play, survivors cannot attack the monster or use effects that target the monster or any of its cards in any way. This is true for all actions the trap instructs you to perform while it's being resolved, including actions found on other cards, story events, etc. So you won't be able to attack or use any effects that target the monster until the entire trap is finished resolving. Once the trap is resolved, discard and shuffle all hit location cards in the deck and discard pile. So, doomed. This is very important. Many trap cards will cause survivors to be doomed. While the survivor is doomed, they cannot perform any actions or spend survival until all actions on the card are performed and the card is resolved. So what defines an action? This is very highly contested, but the definition that we got from Dark Tastemaker, who is one of the KDM staff who regularly gives rule erratas. I don't know if errata is the right word, but he gives out some rules on the Lantern Train Discord. Clarified that actions are anything that has, what's the word to use? Intentionality, I think. So anything that is governed by a choice. So something passive, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a very early gear card that I could use as an example, but I can't think of anything at the moment. Okay, something like the tough fighting art. Okay, let's look at the tough fighting art. Something, for example, like tough. This is something that I would consider as a passive fighting art. When rolling on a severe injury table, unless you roll a 1, add a +1 to the result. This is like not optional. It doesn't tell you you may add +1 to your result. So I would consider this a passive. This will work when you are doomed. But something like, I don't know, like cross on block. This is a perfect example. Whenever you hit, after hit locations are rolled, you may change one result to the arm's hit location. This is something that requires intentionality, like as in a choice made by the player. Like you may change one result. If you are ever trying to do something where you need your own input, that would be cancelled out by Doom, so you wouldn't be able to activate cross on block. Hopefully that makes sense to people. But the biggest rule at the end of the day, stated by the Dark Tastemaker, is the most important thing is consistency, you know. So as long as you remain consistent in your rules, it's fine. Some people, I think a big one is with the block gear card, which some people argue is cancelled because it's not a passive, but some people say it is a passive. By my thoughts are it is a passive, so I will be using it as it is a passive ability and still persist through dooms. But as long as you stay consistent, that is what they want you to do the most. Okay? So sorry about that tangent, but that is doomed. We'll get back to this. Clever ploy. The attacker is caught in the white line's ruse and is savagely mauled. Attacker is doomed. Perform basic action. Target the attacker. So we're gonna rotate the white line. Basic action we have here. 2 speed, hitting on 3+ because I have boom, Rawhide Vest, which I consider a passive. And roll. Okay, wow, we actually dodged one, so great. Only taking 2 damage because of this token. Sorry. To the hands. 2 damage to the hands. You cannot dodge this because you can't spend survival while doomed, but I don't have any survival anyway. So Bright is actually fine. He is knocked down. Knocked down during the monster turn, which means he gets up at the end of the... No, during the survivor's turn, so he gets up at the end of the monster's turn. And then the rest of the text says to... reshuffle all hit locations, including the trap card. So I'm going to grab this, put it in here, shuffle. Okay, well, it's still the survivor's turn. I think Alistair's going to attack from here. Hopefully he doesn't run over Bright. Hitting with the bone darts. Oh, perfect hit. Just perfect hit. Draw one. Beats his tricep. On a failure, perform basic action, don't fail. So we're hitting... I want to find a better way to do this. Okay, so we're doing this. Sorry. Oh my god, it was 9 to 10. I should have took the roll. A 4 is enough to win, because 3 strength and -1 toughness. 1. Okay, we're down to 3. Urza hasn't gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think she's gonna go tank it, so she's gonna stand here. So the reason why I'm not attacking with Urza and Lumine is you need to understand that every time you attack the monster, it has a chance to do a reaction, which is kind of its form of being able to do more attacks against the player. And the strength of Urza and Lumine, they have basic weapons, the Founding Stone, would be what? 6+ the wound, which is actually okay, but I think we're doing fine, so I'm not going to attack with them for now. That, you know, play how you want to play. That's just my way of thinking. Okay, I think that's the end of the survivor's turn. Lumine will stand. Pride is still down, and we're entering round 6, I think. Monster's turn. Oh crap, why did I put this here? That's fine. Power slot. Closest threat facing in range, no one. Closest threat in field of view, we have only one choice here. Since I'm Pride's not a threat. I'm in the tall grass, so Urza's getting hit on a 4+, and it's 1 speed. 1 speed, 4+. Doing 3 damage. Oh my god, okay. Time to expend that survival. This is doing 3 damage, not 4 damage. I don't know why I said that. 3 damage to the chest for Urza. Which would be a severe, so I'm going to spend a survival here. And we're good. Bright gets up. Let's get Urza out of the way. Actually, she can stay here. Bright's gonna attack from the blind spot. With the bone blade. So 2. Hitting on 5+ from the blind spot. 2 hits. Fantastic. So here we go. Okay, we've got the beast's ribs and the fleshy gut On a failure, perform basic action, and on a wound, it's safe. So we'll go with the Beast's Rib. We are wounding on a 2, 5+. Okay, there's a wound. We don't have free understanding, so we don't get the benefit, but we do manage to smash away at the Beast's Ribs. So that is 1 damage, 1 wound. We got to shuffle this deck. And next we have the Fleshy Gut. So once again, we're wounding on 5+. Okay, another wound. Great. So we ignore the failure reaction as we slash across its gut. Okay, we have 2 wounds to go, getting close. I think we can safely go ahead and fire up for Bone Dart with Alistair. So hitting on 7+. Oh, we do hit. Oh well, it's gone really well. Hit location. Beast is small. On a failure, the White Lion triumphantly roars. Roll 1d10. On a 4+, the attacker suffers 1 brain damage. Okay, so just don't fail. It is, what is it? 7+ to, sorry, I already hit, so 4+ to wound with the damage token, with the toughness token. Okay, another wound. Wow, big turn. So that will be the last one. I guess I can try and finish it now, to be honest, so let's move Lumine to the back. She's gonna go ahead and swing with her Founding Stone. This will hit on 6+ from the blind spot. There's a double miss. And Urza hasn't gone, so she'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can't get there, so go to the side. Actually, you know what? I will attack from the front, just in case. Because I don't want Alistair to die. We're hitting with a Founding Stone. Oops, wrong button. Hitting on 7+ from the facing. Natural 10, so 1 hit. This should be enough to kill. Soft belly, so a safe location too. And we're gonna roll. 7 is enough, because we only needed a 6+ there. So, with the Founding Stone, Urza manages to crawl up underneath the White Lion and give it a slash to the soft belly. A debilitating blow to the soft belly. And as the guts pour out, the White Lion level 1 is defeated. So not bad, right, for the first showdown. I think we actually got pretty lucky with that Enrage coming out. And that Smart Cat coming out was technically -2 to its life. So we had a quicker showdown, but let's take a look. Showdown, White Lion. So, Aftermath. We each get 1 Hunt XP and 1 weapon proficiency level. So let's resolve this in order. 1 Hunt XP. Urza reaches H2. H1. I'll resolve that shortly, because it doesn't really matter. It matters slightly, but not in this context. So, Alistair and Urza both hit H. So as you can see on H, there's a little story event icon, which means you need to resolve a story event. I kind of wish I had 2 rulebooks, but it's fine. Gonna go to H. So I'm gonna grab 2 dice. H. Your time in the darkness changes you. I should show off the art. Gain the benefits for the Hunt XP milestone you have reached. The survivor may only gain each milestone benefit once a lifetime. There's the art. Standing in the darkness, I guess, and Not sure what's that meant to be in the background. Survivors are monsters, but I guess it's showing his mental toil as he spends his time in the darkness. Circled by lanterns. Pretty cool. So, weapon proficiency. You may now select a weapon type for weapon proficiency. If you win a monster with the select weapon type, you are now eligible to gain a proficiency level during the aftermath. Take a look at that, this is important. If you win a monster with the selected weapon type, you are now eligible to gain a proficiency level during the aftermath. Roll on the table below. So, available weapon types: axe, bow, club, dagger, fist and tooth, grand weapon, guitar, spear, sword, and whip. So, because we can allocate weapon types, I'm going to allocate... Oh no, Bright was using the sword. Oh, that is not a miss. That's a misplay. I was going to allocate sword. Because, kind of a weird rule, but if you allocate sword... I was showing the mastery, but... Because I wounded it during this showdown and then allocated sword, it still applies retroactively because I still fulfilled the condition of wounding with a sword. But so I would have hit one weapon proficiency, but unfortunately I gave it to the wrong survivor. But you know, that's fine. So I'll give Alice the sword and I'll give Urza, I don't know, something like fist and tooth. Yep. And these proficiencies are just skills that you can learn upon hitting specialization. And I think it mentioned that to get proficiency, you just need to wound a monster once per showdown with that weapon type. Okay, so next, we're gonna roll 2d10, add them up. So for Urza, age 1. 9 plus 10 is 19, wow, big number. Gain 1 permanent accuracy, that's quite nice. Oh, 20 would have been a luck, but we take accuracy. And for... Okay, Alistair. Oh my god, wow, double 10. Okay, so that's gonna be plus 1 luck actually, which is kind of big. So this will make it easier for us to crit. We now crit on 9s. Cool, I might change this guy to Fist and Tooth later then. Because Fist and Tooth is deadly, so the luck will stack. You can change weapon proficiencies whenever you depart, so I'll keep that in mind for later. Alright, that's age done, so now we go back to... Showdown White Lion. Weapon proficiency, no one gets any because they didn't fulfill the condition. First time the White Lion is defeated, add Caterium to the settlement location. The group gains the following rewards: 4 basic and 4 White Lion. So let's go ahead and draw those. Shuffle again. 4. Oops. So we get another White Fur, another Lion Claw, another Great Bone, and wow, this feels like what we got the first time, but okay. And then basic resources. I should leave these outside of the deck, to be honest. And 4. So we're getting a hide, bone. Oh, this is new. Perfect organ. If you consume this, archive the card, roll 1d10. On a result of 6+, you contract a Millennium Parasite and gain plus 10 on XP. So it's important to note that, like, what does it mean if you consume this? That doesn't mean you can consume this whenever you want. If you consume this means you need to find a way to consume it, usually through something like hunt events. For example, some hunt events would be like, oh, you come across something that makes you really hungry, consume anything in your survivor's holding. That would be a way to consume it. This doesn't inherently let you consume it on its own. Yeah, it's a perfect organ. It has the perfect keyword, which means it's important for some specific resources, but nothing right now. I think these we've all seen: Lion Claw, White Fur, Lion Testes, and Grey Cat Bones. Cool. We got a Caterium. which is here. Put that here. I'm gonna mark this down before I forget it so we can automate it. And yeah, Katerium is some new gear, new white line stuff, new weapons, some hit location scouting, and a bunch of cool stuff. So I'll be able to make some cool weapons next time. But that is the showdown for now. I'm going to continue onto the settlement phase, but I might actually have to pause the recording here to go outside, live life, do normal stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna pause the video here, and when I get back, we'll start the settlement phase. Cool. Hello everyone, welcome back to my dwelling. Last we left off, we just finished with the showdown phase, and we're about to get into the settlement phase. But I decided to pick up some stuff for KDS, so looks like we've got the delivery coming in. I've got a couple of indomitable survivors, which are Lenore, Kale, Xell, and I also picked up Skrelle. So let's go ahead and send those to the cabinet first. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting pretty invested into the sim now. I kind of want to pick up the master key, but I just don't know if I want to do that right now. It might go on sale later, but okay, where did those go? The hell? Oh, is this the cabinet? No. Oh, here they are. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and unbox them. Is this Skrelle? Unbox to my inventory in the game room. We'll go to game room. I think that will add it to everything. Oh, nice. They have a little animation. Oh, cool. Okay, so this is Skrelle. I actually do not own this one in real life, but comes with a miniature, a settlement event, and a new innovation, which I believe you get the innovation from the settlement event. Okay. Okay, let's unbox Xell. Oh, cool. Okay, so the miniatures in KD Sim, they have the ability to swap weapons, which is actually really cool. So Xell comes with looks like a variety of different spears. I can spot. I think this is the Phoenix Finger of God, the Lantern Halberd. Sorry, this is the Lantern Halberd. This is the Lantern Glaive. Spidicles weapon. I want to say King Spear. No, this is the King Spear. This is the Sunstalker's weapon. This is the Celestial Spear, I believe, from People of the Stars. What is this one? I actually don't know. Could be a Scrap Spear. Actually, I have no idea. But I know the other ones. So cool. We got an install guide, which is telling you how to use these indomitable resources. They basically happen whenever you defeat a level 3 Screaming Antelope or any level 3 monster. You get an indomitable resource randomly from the indomitable resource deck. And when you get it, you get this pattern, which allows you to craft it. And this is the gear card. So yeah, all indomitables work the same. They're an addition that came with the Gambler's Chest expansion, which is not on the sim at the moment. Oh. Okay, next up we have Lenore. This is the first indomitable survivor to come out. And she gives an indomitable resource for the White Lion. Okay. So she uses katars, very cool. She's a great model. She has Beast Knuckles, the Spidicles katar, I don't remember what it's called, Lion Night Claw, Dung Beetle Night katar, I think this is the Dragon King guitar, White Line guitar, and the mirrored reflection of them. Overgrown Dew Claw, which you get from White Line. And last one is Indomitable Survivor Kale, which is also for the White Line. Oh, I accidentally unboxed it to my inventory. Oh. So this is currently only Steam exclusive at the moment, so you're able to create a roaring harmonica, and this is from the White Line as well. It's not a weapon, which is interesting. Cool. Short Kale back here. We even get a guide, wow. Okay, let's sit down at the table. Where does this guide go? Archive. No idea. Indomitable resource, patterns, and pattern gear. I'll just archive these for now. Don't know where I'll find them. Somewhere in here. Divider. Ah, we got a patterns divider now. Cool. And pattern gear. Awesome. Okay. Yes, plant and the stone. Let's add that to the settlement. Hopefully that order updates. I'm not sure if it will. Alright, so we got finished with the showdown, so let's get to the settlement phase. I'm gonna right click on the white line. Sorry, you get there from the sheet. So setup, settlement phase, confirm. We found resource cards on the table. Should the Dark Maid gather them? No, because I need to keep those. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we had 4 returning survivors, which means we gained 4 endeavors. Set up the settlement, survivors return. Okay, survivors return. We're gonna heal off our bleeding tokens. And our hit locations. Oh, that's nice, you can just hit the light. Rain. They should probably automate that soon. Healing of survivors, but work in progress, I guess. Yep. That's all good. Gain endeavors. Update the timeline. So yep, we're going into Lantern Year 2. First we have the random settlement event icon. So go ahead and do that. Random settlement event. Oh, first they should not be in here. Should send this to my inventory. I hope that works. I don't actually know if it does. The plan and the stone. Okay. That was not rigged. I just bought that. The plan and the stone. The survivors discover a curious plant and a carved stone tablet at the outskirts of the settlement. Has the settlement innovated pictograph? No. The marked stone is meaningless, but the plant is a welcome meal. A survivor pulls endless tuberous roots across the expressionless stone-faced floor. The settlement eats the plants and its long roots. The parting survivors gain +1 survival and +1 insanity this lantern year. Oh, okay. So we need pictograph for benefit. Is there a notes section somewhere? Maybe back here? Cool. Departing survivors. +1 in survival. Insanity. Insanity. Temporary. Cool. Okay, and then after the random settlement event, I want to write the random settlement we did. I'm gonna write the plant and the stone, and then we're gonna do story event endless screams. Endless scream. Okay. Endless screams. A scream pierces the silence around the settlement. As the noise fades, a chorus of horror rises up in answer. The settlement erupts into chaos, trying to comprehend the source of the terrible wail. You may now hunt the screaming antelope. Add it to the quarry list on the settlement record sheet. Nominate a single survivor to stand amidst the madness. Okay. So we're gonna add the screaming antelope to the quarry sheet. We're gonna have to nominate a survivor to stand amidst the horror. Let's go with a random survivor. Let's give them a name. Female. Call her Lightning. Okay, she gains 1 courage. And we will roll. 3. Okay. The survivor realizes the noise is most likely from another strange creature that lives out in the darkness. After some effort, they manage to calm the settlement. She gains 1 understanding and all returning survivors gain 1 understanding, which is really helpful. So she gains 1 understanding and becomes the voice of reason. And all other returning survivors gain 1 insanity. Oops. Nice. That's that. Next up, we have update the death count, so no one died. Check milestone story events. I believe nothing has happened. Yep, we're fine for that. And now onto development phase. Alright. What have we got? Henry. And Smith. Wait, what is this? Oh, this is all my gear? Interesting, why is it located there? That's weird. I want to archive this then. Bonesmith. Okay, so recently we unlocked the Caterium, so let's take a look at that. That here. Grab our resources. Okay, what do we got? Bone. Hide. Organ. Bone. Hide. Herb. Hide. Okay, and in addition to that, we also have on the other side another lion claw and another white fur. Not a great amount, so I guess we want weapons for sure. So let's take a look. Cat Eye Circlet, no. Cat Fang Knife, no. Cat Gut Bow, we can't make those. Clawhead Arrow, we can't. Frenzy Drink, we can't. King Spear and Lion Beats Guitar are our choices here. Probably make both, to be honest. So Lion Claw, Great Cat Bones will get us the King Spear. And a Lion Claw and a Hide will get us a guitar. Lion Claw and a Hide will get us a guitar. So we've gone ahead and made a Spear and a guitar. Okay. Then we have 2 white fur, crab spider. Should I go for a white line set this time around? It's not too difficult to make, but it'll use up a lot of hide. But you know, I think why not? We'll go for it. White fur. I'll use the crab spider this time to make a rawhide glove. Yeah, I'll make a rawhide glove. We want to get there eventually. We've got a tank of sorts here. Then I want to start going for this white line set. So everything requires a white fur and either bone or hide, or a great cat bone. So I think for now we save the rest. I should not be doing this now. This should be at the end of the lantern, yeah. But I think it'll be fine. I don't think I'll be interacting with much else. Right, I'm going to add this gear. Okay. Looks fine. So I have some spare endeavors now. I want to try and go for intimacy. But I also want to make some stone noses. But for now, we'll roll on intimacy. Try and get a childbirth. Okay, so I'm gonna spend 1 endeavor here. The survivor endeavors to glean the meaning of existence. Roll on the table. Add 1 to your roll result if you have understanding of 3 or higher. So I'm gonna nominate Lightning for this, who has 1 understanding. Okay. Looking for an 8+. Nope, a 6. So gain 1 survival. I'll do it once more. Okay, 1. That's kind of bad. So this is to lose 1 resource from the settlement if you do gain 1 understanding. So I will lose the fresher campus. Don't need this at the moment. I shall gain 1 understanding. And I'll actually go for one more. I want to make some stone noses, but I think this year we have the plan and the stone, which is giving us a bonus insanity. Yeah, and that'll be probably fine, so we'll go for one more. On lightning again, looking for an 8+. 7, close. So we didn't quite manage to get it, but you know, that's fine. Maybe next time. She goes to free survival. Yeah, I don't want to forgo the stone noses. These guys are all on 0 survival, so I'm gonna have to make at least one. I'll spend an endeavor to craft these stone noses, and what that does is a source of survival gain. Oh, I could have made fresh canvas as well, I guess, but that's fine. So it's alligator to the sheet. On arrival, gain +1 survival, +1 insanity. Let's go to Lion Beast Guitar. It's a 2/7 guitar weapon. Deadly paired. So deadly is what appears on the fist and teeth. It gives you additional luck bonus when attacking. And King Spear, which is our first reach 2 weapon, which means you can attack from 2 spaces away. So these will be handy when tackling the next lion. Okay, that's the end of the settlement. I think that is it. Right? PSO. Alright, I guess I'll just set up some gear grids and decide who's going out. Oh well, let's drop these weapons down. King Spear, Guitar. The Bone Dart should go here, I guess. Here. I'll go to King Spear. I like this will be fine. Question is who will be going out. I want my 200 speed survivors to keep going. I think. On the Ultra we can change our weapon proficiency, so let's go ahead and put a spear over here. Let's change the grids a bit. Get Alistair to start learning spear. So you can change weapon proficiency whenever you depart, but I'll just change it now because we're about to depart anyway. Line guitars. I would like to train guitars as well, so let's give the guitars to Urza. Put the sword over here to Lamine. And we'll switch her weapon proficiency to guitar. This will go to 0. I'll go to... Alistair has +1 natural luck. I don't remember where that's from. He's also immortal. Could be a problem. So on departure, 1, 1, 1. Is that right? And arms as well. And he'll have 1, 4 from the departing. 1, 2. Whoops. Just applying the departing bonuses now. 1, 4. 1, 2. And on arrival, Urza will get some survival. So I just have to remember that Alistair is immortal. Okay, let's put lightning back in. And I think that will wrap up this episode. So I think from here on out, I will be starting the episodes with the hunt phase and finishing at the end of the settlement phase, just to keep it consistent. So yes, thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying so far. And this year we'll be hunting another level 1 white lion to try and get that white lion set complete. So that's the plan. I'll go ahead and click setup. Hunt phase, white lion, level 1 contract. Okay. And while I'm here, I'm going to archive the rest of these. Anything else? Oh my god, I had extra resources. I totally missed these. Okay. Let's just retroactively do some quick things. I would have spent the height to make a full ride set, so get rid of this. And the rest would have just been archived. That is my bad. Finish off a ride set, which is the boots and pants. Does this work? It does. So I would have finished the set and put them all on the same survivor, and that allows us to have the rawhide armor set bonus somewhere. There we go. Can't assign this to a survivor, I guess, but I'll just note that here. So this gives us +1 in addition, and whenever you perform a survival action on a result of 6+, gain 1 survival. So yes, and these rawhide gloves also should have gave me survival, and so should have the boots. So I should be at 3 actually, and everything is at 2. There we go. That's better. Okay, cool. Now I think we'll leave it at that. We're going into the hunt phase, so that's where we'll pick up next time. Okay, thank you for watching everyone. Bye.